Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. Right, we are just going to quickly check our drivers. I do believe our driver has just earned us some profit. He has actually just earned us some profit. 3 jobs in and he's finally earned us some money. It wasn't a lot. He's earned us 92 pence a mile. But saying that, sorry guys, just had a sneeze then. Yeah, he's finally earned us some profit, so I can't really argue with that at the moment. We'll see how he goes over the next couple of trips. Oh wow, I want to head back to England and all, but look at that, oh, that would have been an awesome job. Look at that. Italy, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, back into France, and then up into England. Right, let's see what we've got France-wise or Italy-wise or something like that. We've got, oh my God, as if we've got nothing. There's literally nothing for where we want to go. Don't want to go, we want to be coming this way. So we'll just have a little look on the externals. I know some of the externals don't really like to work, but we need something else. Wow, they're a bit too long. That looks like a decent job. Tell you what, we will do an external contract. We will do milk. We'll go from Verona to Nice. £17,000. What time does it have to be delivered by? Really? Trip time 7 hours 36. Could do that one. 28 ton. It's not a bad one. Not great. It's just 3 grand less. So 323 mile. 282 mile. The thing is, this kind of takes us where we want to go. We're on about going now. Because if we can work our way south in Italy, we can always get the ferry back across into like France and Spain and stuff. So that's an option. Yeah, they're not great jobs. I would have liked to have done that one, to be honest. But trip time 7. Is this? Hang on a minute. Let me refresh the jobs. There we go. Too far. So that's what we're looking at the moment. That one's too close. That one's back into Austria. So we've got that one. Tell you what, that looks. We'll do the van one. Iveco vans. 15,000. 48. I know that other one's technically a better paying job. £50 a mile. It's only 48, but it's a bit of a longer job. It takes us more in the direction we want to head as well. So we'll do that one. That looks like an interesting job. 4 minutes to decide what job to do. I can't help being limited. Oh, Irina couldn't find us a job apparently.
Let's go.
These just cost us money now. All our workers are costing us money. I suppose it's the only downside to them going backwards and forwards like a yo-yo.
Right.
If they could actually just continue going somewhere else, it would be a hell of a lot better.
Turn left.
Would be my eyes anyway.
Turn left.
I will. Shouting at me, woman. So yeah, let's look at this. This job should earn us enough money to maybe look at the next truck, and we're going over 1,000 mile as well in the Volvo already. It's crazy to be going over 1,000 mile in the Volvo already. I think it starts on 0 anyway. Every new truck should start on 0. So we're going through this toll onto the highway or the freeway or the motorway, whatever terminology you want to call it. Go in the carte, because this means we don't have to stop. There we go. Lovely jubbly. We don't want the first exit, we want the second. Not that the sat-nav lady bothered to tell me. We pull up there and we're having to brake. Crazy drivers, man. 60 mile to go and pick up our trailer. That is crazy. Oh yeah, we can't go over 56 mile an hour, can we? It's a external contract.
Keep right, and then exit right.
We can't go over 60. Forgot about that. We can't go over 56. Now, if we're in a 50 zone, we can still do the 54 that we like to do. But yeah, it does limit us to what we can. It does limit us to what we can do speed-wise. Forgot about that. I'm doing an external. Completely forgot. There we go, guys. 1,018 miles in the Volvo. So we need to be looking for a DAF dealership now then, guys. A DAF dealership. That is the plan. We might as well drop that into 6th gear because it's not like we can go any quicker. We're literally doing 90 kilometers flat out. Pull over here. We don't need to be in the middle lane. So yeah, we are limited to our speed. That is going to delay us quite a bit. We've still got 33 miles just to go pick up. Apparently this is in the same town. See, from my point of view, and I get like, you go to places like America or Canada, for example, you can travel, you know, we've said it before, like, you know, you can travel several hours and still be in the same town. If I travel more than 5 minutes, I'm already in a different town. That's how little England is, or the United Kingdom. I travel 3 mile north, I hit a town. I travel 3 miles south, I'm in another town. I travel about 20 mile in a west direction, and I'm nearly in another completely big city. I mean, it's completely insane. This is travel 67 miles to pick up a trailer, and apparently I'm still in the same town. Apparently I'm not. This is in a completely different town. Yeah, this might have been a pickup in a different town and I wasn't paying attention.
Right. And then exit right.
Susara was a completely... We were not there. We were in, was it Verona?
Right.
So I'm inclined to say we're not paying attention at our job, and we just chose a random job somewhere. I'm not really bothered. Italy. We're going to be in Italy for a little bit, so...
Time to hit the road.
Toll is paid. Yeah, we're in a complete... Yeah, so we've driven to a completely different town, so I weren't looking at the jobs when I... Even though I was looking at the jobs, I weren't looking at the jobs when I selected it.
Exit now.
We didn't get where we were. We've got a job from a completely different town.
And then continue straight on.
Look, I'm not waiting for you any longer. You're really annoying me, car.
Go straight on.
Really bloody annoying. Alright, let me have a look. There is a repair garage here, so we want to unlock that. There we go, yeah. Completely different town. My bad, I weren't paying attention, clearly. I obviously was not paying attention.
Turn right.
Turn right. We have an Iveco dealership. Right, give me 1 second. I'm just going to pull into...
Okay, let's find a new...
Why did you stall? I had my foot down on the clutch. I adjusted my clutch pedal. I eventually adjusted my clutch pedal, and it's made no difference at all. It's none at all. might as well not have bothered doing anything, honestly. Yeah, unless the clutch pedal is literally forced to the bottom, it doesn't quite go all the way down. I don't know, I think my steering wheel and pedal, I think I need a new set, to be honest. But with the amount of littleness my wife plays on hers, I'm more inclined just to take hers, to be honest. Yeah, it means she can't really play games, but she uses her equipment like once every couple of months.
At the roundabout,
And I'm not gonna go out and buy another brand new one just so she can play once in a while. Do you know what I mean? I'll just take hers. Wow, I almost lost control then on that corner, on that roundabout. All these bloody roundabouts, they're bloody annoying. Oh, it's not Iveco's in the dealership. It's clearly an Iveco factory, which makes a lot of sense considering we're picking up an Iveco trailer. Yeah, it's a car plant. Try and get this in the mirrors rather than sticking our heads out of the window. Lovely jubbly.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. We have 315 miles and we've already done 60 something miles, so it's going to end up being basically a 4-hour job. We've got 6 tons of vans for basically 15 grand. We've got 9 hours for our next rest stop and we've got 7 hours to drive there, so but we're going to struggle a little bit for time with the fact that we can't really speed. You know, we are now limited to the 56 mile an hour for a world of truck job. Let's just hope when we get there we can deliver it. If not, like I say, I've got the software that lets me just add it in manually. It's not the end of the world.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Jesus Christ, Fiat.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then continue straight on.
Okie dokie.
Go straight on.
I am actually cutting over the footpath on these corners. I am not taking a wide enough berth on the corners. Don't really have a choice on this one. Otherwise, I'm going to wipe out that car. Lovely, job done. Yeah, how's everyone doing, guys? How is your weekend going? Like, I'm obviously recording this early on Saturday morning, but by the time you guys get this, it should be late. You know, it should be evening anyway. But yeah, I hope everyone has had a good Saturday, or having a good Saturday, depending on your time zone. I know I woke up this morning about 6:30. And Daniel was still in the Discord. You know, he's Canadian, he's several hours behind me, you know, on the time zone, and it's weird because he hasn't been to bed yet and I'm like awake getting up. Now I was only awake because I just couldn't sleep. It's just too warm. It's already too warm. I'm already in my living room sweating and I've been up in a short of 2 hours. I haven't even been in I haven't been in the room for the whole 2 hours. I've been in my living room now about 35 minutes and I'm already sweating. I hate this weather. I hate this weather. Now, you can buy portable aircon machines, things like that, and you're thinking, she said, yeah, but you know, Matt, why don't you do it? 1, portable aircon machines are not very quiet. 2, they cost a fortune to run. I am that cheap, yes. As much as I moan about this and being too hot, I refuse to pay for a 2,000 watt an hour aircon machine. Not a chance. With the price of electric in the UK, not a chance. My electric bill is already £250 a month. I don't need that getting any bigger. But my electric bill is that much because my computer's on like nearly 16 hours a day. And then my son comes home and turns his on, my daughter comes home, she turns hers on. It's only my eldest doesn't have a computer. He used to have one and he never used it. You gonna let me in or what, truck? Bit of a dick move, to be honest. It's a bit of a David move. Yeah, I refuse to pay for that kind of electric for a aircon machine. Not a chance. More than happy when I get my solar panels on the roof, when we buy our house and stuff. But until then, not a chance. I might be basically it's the equivalent of £1 an hour. That's how much electric is. It is going down from the 1st of July, don't get me wrong. Going down about 2.5 pence a unit. But it's basically, I'm trying to work out now what my current unit is. Oh mind, I only got an email about this yesterday to say my price was going down. Ooh, it's going down 2 pence a unit. It's funny because before winter it was only like 16 pence a unit. I think it's going, I think when it goes down on July, I think it's going down to 29 pence a unit. So that's going to be what, 60 pence an hour to run an aircon machine. But I'm awake. My wife would have that on 24 hours a day. That is, I know my wife would have that on 24 hours a day because she doesn't like being hot. But she doesn't like being cold either.
Right. And then exit.
My wife's a pain in the ass. She moans all summer she's hot and then she moans all winter she's cold. Now me, I love winter. You can't beat cold. Like I've said many times before, if you're cold, you put a jumper on. If you're still cold, you put like a sweatshirt on and then a hoodie on top. You know what I mean? Things like that. You can put the heating on, make yourself warm, things like that. But if you're hot, I'm literally sat in shorts and t-shirt and I'm sweating. There is not much more I can take off. There is literally not much more I can take off, and I just, yeah, I hate it. I genuinely hate it. But my wife's like, oh, let's go to a hot country on holiday. No. Let's go to the North Pole. Sounds good to me. Right, we are currently doing 50. Right, well, we best just slow down there a little bit, and we're 54 in a 50 zone. We'll make a little bit of time up. Excuse my bad driving. I'm just reading other things at the same time. 5 hours 54 years with plenty of time. Plenty of time. Yeah, I can't believe I picked up the job in the wrong town. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. Was not paying attention. Recorded the next episode of the Farming Sim roleplay episode yesterday. I say it's not a bad episode. It's just it took me. The episode's gonna. Oh wow, the manual's just earned me even more money. What was it? The episode's on for an hour. It was a big episode because I had a lot to do in that episode, and people were all like, oh yeah, but we want to see you do a little bit more of the farming rather than the roleplay side of things. So I've included a little, quite a lot of each. I'm trying to find that balance, and because it's only a couple of episodes a week, I don't mind having that like hour-long episode. If people don't have an hour to watch it, that's fine. Just break it up into sections. That's what I do. Like when I watch Mr. Seeley P's farming videos, for example, I don't usually have 50 minutes to watch a whole episode. I do sometimes. But a lot of the time I just break it up. Like I'll watch half, say, on a morning, or the rest of it like on an evening or something, you know what I mean? I just break it up, and yeah, just because I produce a longer episode, you don't have to watch it all at once. Just as long as you watch it, that's all I ask. As long as you watch it. Watch it in 10, you can watch it in 10 stages of 10 minutes if you really wanted. As long as you hit that thumbs up button, that's all that matters. And you make your way through the video. Yeah, I'm a little bit... I don't really have much to talk about today, guys. We've had some... just not a lot happened since yesterday. It's been a very quiet day yesterday, really. Not much happened in life in general. Made farm video, did my editing for it, you know. Watched a bit of YouTube. Didn't play any Apex yesterday. But today is Armed Forces Day, so another reason why I'm kind of getting these videos out of the way and recorded early today, because there could be jets going over, helicopters going over. I don't know what's planned for my local town's Armed Forces Day. I don't go to them. But the wife is taking 2 of the kids, but that's mainly because they want ice cream from the seafront, so they're going to travel a few miles to the Armed Forces Day and go get some ice cream. But it's a nice day for it, that's the main thing. But I'm just going to sit and probably play games, watch some videos, play some Apex. That's probably... I'm going to have quite a lazy Saturday. To be fair, I have quite a lazy life in general, to be honest. I make some YouTube videos, I keep an eye on the stock market, I keep an eye on the crypto market. That's about it. That's about my life at the moment. Which is why I started doing these trucking channels, just to give me something else to do. But we've had that decline lately, and to be honest, I was expecting a decline in summer. You know, warmer weather's coming, people go outside. I'm not one of those people. I don't like going outside, really. Not anymore. The world is just full of douchebags, and yeah, douchebags just annoy me. And then because I'm such short-tempered, I just end up punching usually said douchebags, and then that just gets me in trouble, really. I have not got a tolerance for knobheads, and I don't live in a good part of the country. Well, I do and I don't. 3 mile away is like our closest biggest town, and that's basically full of rapists and paedophiles. I literally kid you not, our local council used to get paid from the government to house them all. So it's, you know, you can't really, you know, it's not good when your kids are like, oh, I'm off out to play. You know, you're always worrying it, you know, in the back of your mind, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why, you know, we're going to buy a house, we're just going to buy it, you know, slightly somewhere else. Just to try and give them a bit more of a, I don't want to say a bit more of a life, because my kids are growing up now, you know what I mean? My youngest is nearly 13. I can't believe my youngest is nearly 13, to be honest. My eldest is going to be 19 in January. And the mini dragon lady, my daughter, he's going to be 15 this year. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's not far from leaving school. Yeah, just chatting about real life, really. You know, I haven't really got much else to say today. I don't want it to come across like I got, but I just, you know, it's too hot, guys. I'm sat here melting, but that's the weather covered. I don't like it. Yeah, not really much happened yesterday between like recording yesterday, because that's what I normally do. I normally chat to you about different stuff, and then other things pop in my head. I'm tired. That's another thing. But I'm tired because I didn't sleep because of how bloody warm it was last night. I was literally melting all night long. Down to 136 miles already. These jobs just fly by when they're small like this. But I know if I do any longer jobs, we're struggling to fit them in like the 40-minute time that I like for recording. I can't win either way. Come on. Pescara. Well, at least we got the road times for Pescara anyway. I'm hoping in Pescara they've got like a DAF dealership or something. Something where we can drive a different truck basically. Try and do that 1,000 mile. I tell you though, I've been loving the iReco, guys, but sorry, hay fever. Yeah, I've been loving the iReco, but now I've driven the Volvo, I kind of don't want to give it up. I don't want to give up I don't want to give up the speed and power of the Volvo. It's a nice truck. It sounds nice on the engine. Why would I not want to keep this one? But I know I've got the DAF challenge to do. I know that. That's fine. We've got a DAF challenge to do. I also need to look in the keybinds as well, so we can turn off the sat nav for my challenge. Nice to set a keybind up for it. Don't know what I would set it up as on the keybind. I suppose I can do a control alt and something else, or control shift or a alt shift or something, and I just use my stream deck. I don't know if this one's... No, I can just stay in this lane. Usually when the lane tells you you're turning right, you're normally turning right, do you know what I mean? But night time is now coming. We should be there for 11 PM. We're jumping between 2 minutes past and 3 minutes past 11 for the delivery. We are getting closer, because it is now 20... Well, it's just gone... It's almost 8:45. But it still says we've got a couple of hours to deliver yet. It gets me how trucks are limited to €15. Like, Germany's the one that confuses me the most. Like, you have the autobahn where most cars don't have a speed limit, but a truck is limited to 50. Now, I get that a truck's heavier and blah blah blah, but to limit a truck to only 50, even the UK has 56 mile an hour. Come on, Germany. You're letting the rest of Europe down there. You have these unlimited speed limit motorways for cars, and you screw truck drivers so badly. Even the British are not that bad. Sorry guys, just blowing my nose. The old hay fever is kicking ass again today. The problem is I've been up since 6:30, but I didn't get out of bed. I was kind of just scrolling on my phone, like catching up on comments on my YouTube channels, you know, on the farming channel and stuff, replying to people in Discord and chatting in the Discords that I'm also in and stuff. It's crazy how and the next thing I knew, it was like, oh, 7:30, best get up. Plus, to be fair, my dog knew I was up, so she was like crying at the kitchen door, because my dog sleeps in the kitchen, and to be honest, at the moment that's the best place for her. My kitchen is officially the coldest room in the house. It's got laminate flooring in the kitchen, or some kind of laminate style flooring. And hey up, pup. Pup's come to see me because I'm talking about her. But yeah, but underneath that's basically a concrete floor, so best place for her. And it's also a north facing room, so it's the coolest room in the house for her. And obviously she's got a fur coat and all, so but she knew I was up from 6:30, and she was like behind the kitchen door, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake, I best get up. She makes out she needs to go out for a wee, but she doesn't. Because what happens is you let her out and she just chases the birds in the garden. She tries to catch the pigeons, and she fails miserably. She's never once caught a pigeon. She's been at it nearly 6 years. 6 years? Yeah. She's been at it nearly 6 years, and she's failed miserably for 6 years. Right. Gonna try and do this lorry. Let's hope we don't have... Oh my God, there's 2 lorries in front. Oh, we're limited to 56. Please don't turn off. Please don't turn off. Please don't turn off. I don't have any more... I've got power, but I've got no more speed. Today you shall call me Captain Slow. Come on, come on. Why does this truck feel like it's speeding up? I can't catch it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I know my junction's gonna come up, but that's just how this game always works when I'm overtaking a lorry at 56 mile an hour. now pull over? Yes, I can. I did it. I did it. Captain Slow. It's alright though, guys. The day I crash my truck, like, to the point where we roll it and we can't carry on with the job, that title shall just be called Richard Hammond episode. Yeah, I think today is the James May. Captain Slow. Right, our junction is coming up. There is a repair garage here. We do need to buy some fuel though. I have noticed we are getting on the old low side on the fuel. I say low, we're about half a tank, but half a tank's kind of when I like to find a fuel station, just in case there isn't one for like 100 miles, you know what I mean? There's no point having 20 mile worth of fuel left and the next stop's 100 mile away, do you know what I mean? No point whatsoever. But here is Pescara, and we have basically
right. And then exit.
Arrived at our destination town.
Exit right.
Exit right. There we go. Oh. Speeding too much, speeding too much. Best slow that down, otherwise we'll get a speeding ticket from the imaginary police that just spawn when you're speeding. Let's get through there. Wow, that toll road was £90. £90 to drive a car in Italy.
Take the first exit.
You see, that's one of the reasons why people drive so much in the UK. Like, we're such a little country, and yet our public transport system is so shockingly bad. Like, trains are never on time, if there's even a train at all. You know what I mean? And they're so expensive. Like, yeah, but a train doesn't need to be that expensive. Why? Because if it's full or empty, it's still going there. You know what I mean? Oh well, it's £200 to go on a train from where I live to London, for example. Yeah, but even if I drive, I can spend less money driving, and that train's still going to London. It should be cheaper. Go. So we've definitely got a question mark.
And then exit right.
So is that going to be a dealership, or is that going to be? I don't think that's a dealership.
Exit.
It doesn't
right.
look big enough to be a dealership. Could be a recruitment centre, which is fine because we'll drive the Volvo till we next get to a DAF dealership.
Turn
We've
right,
now technically got the money for a basic DAF. I actually think it wasn't a basic DAF either.
And then turn right.
Right, this is where we are delivering. And we did manage to deliver about an hour early. Just the extra few mile an hour. That looks good to me. Do that. You should be parking out front. Yeah, you are. Tell you what we'll do. We'll drive round. I like to be so I can just stick my head out the window. So we'll go around like this. That'll put me on the right side. Oh, listen to that engine, guys. Oh, it sounds so nice. Yes, I know I'm taking a while, but I'm taking a while for a reason. There we go. Now all I have to do is stick my head out the window and hope I don't crash into the barrier. That is possible. I do believe I've already crashed. There's a barrier around here somewhere. I might have just missed it. Nope, there's the barrier. I didn't miss it. There's the barrier I keep hitting. Go. Beautifully done. Yeah, all I'm going to do now off recording, or even on recording I suppose, we just got to go and see if that's a dealership or a recruitment centre. So I couldn't think of the word then, even though I've said it like loads and loads of time. Right, you're now up to £1.54 a mile. So you're actually okay. So you're starting to do okay. You're starting to do okay. You've basically £260 a day as an average. Yeah, you're not good. You're not good, but at the end of the day, truck manager, 3 trucks. Yeah, I'm still umming and ahhing about firing him. Everyone was like, yeah, fire him. Hire a woman. Right, let's go and see what that is. I don't think it's a dealership. I really don't. I do think it's a recruitment centre. It could be, but I doubt it. But we need a rest point. There's no fuel station here either that I'm aware of. So that's something to note as well for the next episode. But we need to grab fuel on the road. We don't want to be running out. Let's just go and see if this is a dealership. Because if it's a dealership and a DAF, we can look at getting a DAF. We're just not 100% sure if that's what or where it is, you know what I mean? But I think it's a recruitment centre, to be honest. I really do. I could have looked on the map and it would have been like under the dealerships and it would have been like a question mark here, but you got to explore it, otherwise what's the point? So that is a recruitment centre, isn't it? It doesn't look like a dealership. Yeah, that's not a dealership. That's a shame. There might still be a dealership here. We'd have to look on the map then, because I'm not seeing all of the town, if that makes sense. Because there's no fuel station here. How is there not a fuel station here? That concerns me. The fact that there isn't a fuel station. I'm going to say brakes would have been nice there, Mr. Volvo. Come on, reverse gear. I am. Alright, so we're going to leave that there and we're just going to have a little look on the map just in case there is like another question mark here. No, there's no question mark here. And there is no fuel station in this town, which is absolutely crazy. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to be coming from here. Hopefully maybe going south. I'm not really sure. We can only find out in the next episode. But I am going to leave this episode here, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And until the next episode, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later on.